Hey everybody, Angelo from the T-Squad family. Ooh, it is bright and warm and hot, and I love it. You know, it's funny because we are in Michigan right now, and it is 96 degrees. It doesn't feel nearly 96 degrees like it would if it was in 96 degrees in North Carolina. So this is actually pretty nice. It's got a nice breeze. It is warm, but it has a nice breeze to cool you down, and it doesn't feel like 96 degrees. So I'm enjoying it. Welcome to my channel. My name is Angelo from the T-Squad family. You are part of the T-Squad family for watching this, so we do appreciate it. We have been talking about stuff that we've been doing to our RV. If you watched the video a couple weeks ago, we released a 3 add-ons that we did to our RV. It has to do with what we added to our RV. And if you watch it, one of those is the RV water system that we upgraded on our RV. So I did not have the softener that came with it because it was running late. Matter of fact, it was delivered, but the campground rejected it because they do not allow any packages to be delivered, because they don't want to be responsible for 20-30 packages in their front office. Because I can see why. Because we stayed at the Carolina Pines RV Resort, and boy was it huge. I can't imagine them handling all that mail and all those packages. So you're not allowed to have packages delivered there. We did. It got rejected. It got sent. I actually forwarded it to Michigan. By the way, if you have not subscribed, please do so by hitting that subscribe button, and go a step further, hit that bell, and you will get notified for videos like this. And I'm inviting you to share this video with your RV colleagues, RV friends, and anybody that has interest in RV or vlogging, because that's what we do. Watched my previous video about the add-ons. This was part of the add-on for the RV, and it's very important that we have fresh water. Now, I don't know if you are having water from the water source. I don't know if it's a well water or if it's city water. Either way, we like to filter our water. By doing that, this was the most efficient way to do it. We chose this because it already has the pipes, the hose coming in, the adapters. It made it easy to plug in, plug out. And I can tell you, by having this system right here, this 2-stage filter system. Now remember, I do have the inline still at the source, which breaks up the 1 micros or whatever they call it, the big stuff. And then this does the rest of it. And then what I'm adding to this will do even more freshen up that water that we want to use to take a shower, and possibly add a reverse osmosis in the future and drink it. So I do have a few of my followers and subscribers that go ahead and put the inline, and they actually store this on the inside of the basement, what we call it, through that door right there. But I actually like it under the RV. I can move it wherever I want. I don't have to have it, you know, stuffed in this basement and in the way, and it's just convenient for me just to take it out, throw it in this bin, and I'm done. So now is the RV softener. We're gonna unpack this baby right now. It is heavy. I will tell you, this is probably 20 to 30 pounds or more. So if you are familiar with our channel, you know that I love to upgrade things in our RV, modify things in our RV to make RV life easier. And I start testing it myself, and if I like it, I will actually make a video. I can't tell you how many times I have modified something in my RV, recorded it, and tried it out for a couple days and said, you know what? I'm not gonna release the video, I'll just delete it. I don't need to release the video. So actually, when you're watching this video, I've already tried this for about a week or two to see how it is. And then I will release this video if I feel that they are worth releasing. All right, so let's unbox this and see what we got. And I do apologize, I am still working off of a different camera, because my other camera, for some reason the focus is broke on it. There we go. And I can't record properly, and I gotta delete half the stuff. So, all right, let me bring the camera here and I'll show you what it looks like in the box. Okay, so I just opened it. I'm going to, this is the first time I am opening. Usually I say, oh yeah, I opened it and I just closed it and then I opened it again just so you can see it. This time I did just open it. So we are going to look at it together. I mean, I've expected it, and it is heavy. Okay, oh yeah. Hold on. Okay, she's heavy. This is heavy. I'm going, actually, there we go. That's a better view. All right. This is actually made out of the RV water filter store. They are an RV filter store, and they specialize in RV water filters. They actually have multiple stages. They have reverse osmosis. They have everything. And this is just another example of what they have. So when you're unboxing, this was at the bottom of the box, and I literally just tipped the box over to use the box as my camera holder, and this fell out of the box. So just pay attention if you do unbox this, that it's in there. So let's remove this, place that in the garbage so nobody gets hurt. All right, that's there. And what they give you is another adapter in case you need it to hook up a bigger hose, I believe it is, or a smaller hose, but we'll try that out. And it gives you some directions. So thinking this is so basic, you're just going to plug it in one end, plug it out of the other end. So that's what I'm just going to read real quick and see if that's true. Okay, so this is what I love, and this is what why I've chosen this this water softener. It says the 0.5 cubic feet of iron exchange softeners resin featured in this water softener can be regenerated for an average of 5 to 7 years if properly maintained. So the regeneration instructions is right here. They give it to you. I will not have to worry about that for another, I don't know, 1 to 2 months of use, depending how much you use it. I will carry some test strips with me. And if I feel that right there it says if it's higher than 4 GPG on hardness test strips, that's when you will need to regenerate it, which is 1 to 2 months. Yeah, so these instructions are good. I will keep these. This way I have them for future use. But to start off the unit, it's very important that you plug in your water on one end where it says in, which is actually backwards here. We'll just say in here, and then we will let this flush for about 2-3 minutes, because just like any other filter, there's still some stuff in here that it'll fill up and it'll discharge all the bad, not the bad stuff, but the dirty stuff that you don't want inside your RV pipes. We ended up hooking up my hose here to this, and I'm actually going to run it until black comes out of it. So I'm actually going to take, so I actually just took my hose to the RV and I connected it. I just detached it from the 2-stage there, and now we are filling this tank up right now. And what's going to happen is, as it fills up, it's actually going to shoot out water. And even though the water looks clean, there's probably still some oil and some residue in there. So we're actually going to flush this for a few minutes, and probably 2-3 minutes as it says on the directions. Okay, so it has been 3 minutes, so we are actually going to turn it off. Now, this is the softener, which this is not a filter. This actually softens the water. So what we want to make sure we do is this goes after the filters. So I have my inline, actually let's go here. I have my inline right here. That's a basic filter. Then I have my 2-stage, and then my softener that will go directly to the RV. So I do have my inline. This is a standard RV water filter that I got on Amazon. I'll put a link there down below. I think everybody should use this that's having water come to their RV. This is a great filter to remove, I think it's called the micros, I think it's called. It's the thick stuff that comes from your water and it absorbs in here. And then this hose gets connected to this right here, the 2-stage filter system. And after this, it goes into the RV if you do not have the water softener. So I'm going to disconnect this, put a hose between here and the inlet, and then place that hose onto the out so I can run the whole system for the RV. So just like this. So we have the inline that I showed you all the way at the faucet, which is the source, comes through the first set of 2-stage filters from the RV Water Filter store. And then I have this little 4-foot or whatever this is, 36-inch hose that gets connected to the water softener. And then from the water softener, we go to another zero hose, which is a drinking hose. Goes through there and up, comes through there, gets connected to my RV. And so I put this out so you can see basically how this works. And so it goes inline, which is all the way at the source. And inside this cartridge right there is this one. And if you read closely right there, it gives you that number 1, right? And then it continues to go down in numbers and all that. So this filters the heavy stuff. Then you have this filter right here that filters the less thick stuff, if you could see that, the thinner stuff. And then you have the water softener that softens the water before it goes in the RV. So I also hear a lot about drips. Drips that come from the pipes, like right here and right here, and then right there. You read a lot of comments about that. Well, I can tell you, there's a little rubber gasket on the inside of those pieces right there. Of inside here, inside there. Even on your garden hose, there's a little tiny rubber gasket. If you do not have a rubber gasket, you will leak. If you remember the last video that I had and I was including this and it was dripping, that's because I didn't tighten hard enough. So there are reasons. Now, if it is leaking on the inside, then you have a problem with the manufacturer. But trust me, check the hoses. Make sure you have your gaskets. We actually carry in our compartment a handful of these, and they go right on the inside of that here and there. There you go, something like this. I would carry it. They're very, very inexpensive, and it doesn't hurt to carry a whole bunch with you. It looks good. So the next couple weeks we are going to try it out, see how it works, and if we see anything that we don't like about this filter, we will probably just not even post this video. It looks good too. I mean, it's not an eyesore. It's not this big old container that's sitting on the outside of your RV. Test the water before drinking it with a multi-tester. We do not have one right now. We are actually getting one. It's coming from Amazon. So as soon as that comes, we'll test the water and we'll see what the difference is with and without. I always carry spares of everything, and I put them in this box right here, which is our water box. And you know, we just want to make sure that we have extras if needed. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below, and hit that subscribe button if you have not, and go a step further, hit that bell. You'll get notified for videos like this. But in the meantime, I hope you guys are enjoying your water, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Have a great weekend and have a great camping season.